Welcome to the MVC Library. Is it your first time here? Don't worry, I am here to walk you through what you need to know about the library, from the library's objectives, sections, services, resources, rules, to how you can locate books, how to borrow them, and so on. The Mountain View College Library stands for the following. Philosophy. MVC Library is committed to provide quality service and resources for the harmonious development of the physical, mental, social, and spiritual aspects of the college community. Vision. Provide quality service and resources that promote knowledge and academic excellence. Mission. Develop library resources that nurture the intellectual capacity of every user. The library is open on these days and timestamps. You can capture the screen right now for your own copy of the schedule. Now let's have a little tour around the library. First, let's go to the Reference and Filipiniana section. This is where you can get reference resources such as dictionaries, encyclopedias, and such, and where you can drop your inquiries about the library or anything under the sun. The reference librarian is available to provide you with answers and assistance. Take note that when you use any material from any section of the library, you must leave them on the table. The librarian will shelve these materials for you. The Filipiniana section is where you'll find books about the country by Filipinos or by others in whatever subject or language published in or outside of the country. What about the serial section? This section holds local and foreign journals, magazines, and other periodical materials. Going to the biggest section of the library, the circulation section. This is where most of the collection is housed in. The librarians in this section are concerned with charging out materials to the reader, facilitating a smooth borrowing and returning system, and render full service to you, the readers. MVC Library has a reserve book service, which is the most used portion of the collection. Basically, these books are reserved by instructors to be borrowed by students after your last period for home use overnight. Pretty cool, right? The next few sections are the audiovisual room, where the library's digital and electronic resources are housed in, thesis dissertation section, where the library's vast collection of undergraduates and master's theses and dissertations are in, the internet section where you can browse and retrieve information through the internet, and the Ellen G. White section, which includes all books written by Ellen G. White as well as other religion books. The technical section is where newly acquired books are classified through different mechanical and technical processes to prep them for circulation and use. Library patrons are made aware of newly acquired materials, electronic resources, announcements, and services through CAS, Current Awareness Service. Now that we've roamed around the library, let's learn about how to locate the books that we need. The MVC Library uses the Dewey Decimal Classification System. This gives the librarians a system to organize the library materials for easy retrieval. Let's see how it works. When you roam around the circulation section, you will see indicators at the bottom portion of every book's spine. We call this the call number. The first line indicates the location of the book. In this case, this is in the circulation section. The second line shows the subject area by DDC. The third line is the first three letters of the author's last name. And the fourth line is the year of publication. Let's say you're looking for a book on psychology. Head on over to the Online Public Access Catalog, or OPAC, and search Psychology. Once you've chosen material to browse, take note of the call number. You can write it on a notepad or on your phone. All that's left to do is to go to the corresponding shelf and look at the call numbers closely. You'll find your book in no time. If you're finding difficulty in locating the book, you can ask a librarian to help. Aside from the physical collection, we also have a subscription to an online database, which is EBSCOhost. Just go to search.ebscohost.com and sign in with the username and password, which can be obtained from the librarian. Just send a quick message or ask personally at the reference desk. Aside from that, the MVC Library also has Open Educational Resources, or OER, as an added electronic service. Now it's time to take a look at some rules and regulations. For books and print materials, students may borrow up to 3 circulation books at a time for 3 days. Faculty and staff may borrow 5 at a time. Print materials that are for room use only may be photocopied, but theses and dissertations can only have the abstract photocopied, as it is 10% of the material. For overdue book fine, failure to return a borrowed book will result to a 10 peso fine for each day lapsed. Etiquette. Cell phones must be on silent mode. Eating shall not be allowed in the public service areas. Keep the library clean. For lost books, borrowers who lose a book shall be required to replace it within 30 days with the same edition or latest edition of the book. If replacement is not available, they will be fined 150% of the current value of the book. That's it for our library orientation. I hope you had fun learning about the library, and if you want to know more, don't hesitate to contact and talk to your librarian. Don't forget to take care of yourself and your neighbors by wearing your mask and observing silence. Enjoy your stay at the MVC Library, and may God bless you.